Should you buy your dream car during a global economic and health crisis? If you're asking yourself that question, you shouldn't ask me. That's because I just bought my dream car during this whole crisis. Let me explain. For those of you that have been watching, I recently sold my BMW Z4 coupe, and I had been in the market for one of these cars for a long time, but then all of a sudden, you know, the whole coronavirus thing started coming around and really hitting the States, and especially the state that I live in, put me in a position that wasn't very good, obviously. So of course, right around when this all started happening, I actually found this car, what seemed to be the pretty much perfect car, and ended up picking it up and taking it home a few weeks ago. So this car is really special. It's definitely an awesome little car, super special to me, but I'll get into more of those details in another video. I would say that there's a lot to consider when purchasing a car in general, but now that this whole crisis is going on, there's even more to consider. It's not as easy as just picking up a car and buying it, because you don't know where the world's gonna be in another week or day or anything like that. Hey, how's it going? Fill it up with premium, please. See, in Jersey, we can't fill up our own gas. All right, good to go. So, as I was saying, there's a lot of uncertainty right now, especially with the pandemic going on. You need to be thinking of, you know, are you gonna lose your job? You know, what's the economy gonna look like? How is your health going to be if you get sick? And I would say it's probably not a good time to buy anything right now, unless that you know that you have a good cushion of money and you specifically budgeted for that purchase. Because right now there's also a great opportunity to get things at a lower price, especially because you can finance things with almost no interest fees. That being said, if you're going through a dealership to buy a car, you can likely get a really good rate on the car that you're looking for. And even if you're purchasing private party, like how I purchased this car, the market is generally lower than what it was a few months ago, which means if you're in the market for a rare car, maybe now's the time to buy. Now I got lucky because I also sold my BMW Z4 Coupe, which is a fairly rare car, on the private market right before this all happened. And I can't help but think that if I sold it a few months later when this was all going down, that it probably wouldn't have gotten as much money for it. I think no matter what you're buying, only you know your situation and you know if it's worth it for you or not. In the short term, you might regret it, but in the long term, you might be happy that you bought it. We're in a very interesting time, and buying a car during this time is even more interesting. So if you guys have had any experiences like mine, feel free to share them below. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for the next one.